India Today has accessed now a UK government report that speaks on the radicalization threat in the United Kingdom. A review into the UK government scheme set up to prevent terrorism has made recommendations for improvements to tackle Islamist extremism as the primary threat to the country, and also flagged other areas of growing concern, including the radicalization of UK Muslims over Kashmir and potentially toxic pro-Khalistan extremism. The report warned that rhetoric from Pakistan is impacting UK Muslim communities when it comes to inflaming anti-India sentiment, particularly around the subject of Kashmir. This report also warns against a false narrative being disseminated by a tiny number of pro-Khalistan groups operating in the United Kingdom.
Prevent's first objective will be to tackle the ideological causes of terrorism. It must counteract the narratives of extremists, undermine their propaganda and take on their warped ideologies. Prevent staff and others under the Prevent duty will have better training and guidance, improving their understanding of the ideological nature of terrorism. This country can be proud of who we are, proud of our freedoms, proud of our values. We should say so loudly and often. I am deeply grateful to all of those who work hard to counter extremism and to keep us safe. A reformed Prevent is critical to that goal.
Right, so you have in fact some of the details of that report with us here on India Today, which speaks about the growing radicalization in the United Kingdom. Now this government report states particularly and highlights how Pakistani clerics are brainwashing youth on the issue of Kashmir, on the issue of India, and using that to kind of ensure that they have sentiments, anti-India sentiments that takes a root and thereby also propagate violence. Let me take this across to Neha Suryavanshi. She's a journalist who's joining us live from London. Neha, good morning. For the last many years right now, there's been a lot of talk about how the United Kingdom has been seeing a lot more radicalized activity, a lot more crimes also by radicalized youth. Can you highlight for us what really the big takeaways are from this report? What do they narrow it down to being the cause of radicalization?
Okay, so basically the big takeaways of this report, it's an independent review and it's been prepared by an organization. It's an independent thread of the UK government, which is for counter-terrorism activities. And the main key takeaways from this independent report is that the radicalization, the extremist group, like let's suppose like from these organizations who are openly supporting Hamas, pro-Islamist extremism, these are one of the top reasons why there have been these issues which is pertaining in the UK. And the report is commissioned by then Home Secretary Preeti Patel, and it's been, approved by the current Home Secretary Suella Braverman. And the key points of this issues is like all of these violences which has been happening in Britain, which has been, recently witness in the country, has seen all these sort of like pro-Islamist factors which has contributed to these threats. And the main point of these report is that all of these clerics, which are pro-Pakistani clerics, which are in the Kashmir, they have been they have been mind washing these Britons. And one of the most sensitive issue is that it's all going against India, and they are like targeting on the Kashmir issue because that's one of the most sensitive issues on which the youths and all of these people can be brainwashed.